Oxygen uptake and utilization. It's all about healthier aging.
Woohoo!
Here's a cell. This is a living cell. It's a diagram. You'll see across the cell walls, oxygen, carbon dioxide are being transported back and forth, potassium, different sugars, nutrients, and so on. And you see in the center, around the edge of the center, these little boat-like guys. Those are mitochondria. The mitochondria are little factories that use oxygen and they convert food into energy that our body can use. These are amazing little factories that work 24/7 for us if they're healthy. Mitochondria are crucial for health. There are over 40 diseases that are associated with poor mitochondrial function. And the common factor among all of those diseases is poor utilization of oxygen at the mitochondrial level. We have developed a method of being able to look into the cell. I could come down there with a syringe and pull some blood out of any of your arms, and we could analyze it using our arrays of testing without chemically altering your blood whatsoever, and we could measure how much oxygen is being taken up into the cell and how the mitochondria are using it. Here are some of the diseases that are associated with poor mitochondrial function. And it's become a very hot topic. If you have healthy mitochondria, you're going to have an enhanced lifespan. I don't know about you, but I want to be around for a while. So we're calling it the decade of the mitochondria. And why? Look at all the diseases that are associated with poor mitochondrial function, or on the opposite side, if mitochondria are functioning well, we can perhaps avoid some of these conditions downstream. Wow. So in 2010, here's a typical printout. This was just generated last week. If you look at the center line, that's involved water. It's being measured for enhancement in human blood again of oxygen in mitochondria. Wow. The top pale turquoise line represents a compound that's known by science to stimulate oxygen utilization. So that's our positive control. And then the pink line, or the fuchsia, is an antibiotic known to kill the mitochondria. That way we have a positive and a negative control. But what it shows is that evolved water in this testing system enhances oxygen uptake and utilization. This is great because now we can give it to people and we can start giving it to them with some frequency. We can have them come in the morning, have them fasted after midnight, do a blood draw, measure how they're doing with their oxygen uptake, give them some Evolv, and then over the course of the next 3 hours, do a blood draw every 30 minutes, and then we'll prepare that serum and analyze it. And we'll have a whole database of how it's effective. So there's a method to our madness here, and I felt that you deserve to know how we're approaching this so you'll understand. Is that clear so far? That wasn't very enthusiastic. All right. Good. So what's next for Evolv and Futureceuticals? Well, I'll tell you what's next. Work. We're going to work, work, work. We have more ex vivo testing that we have to complete, but we expect to complete that in the next couple of weeks. We're doing extensive chemical analyses. We suspect that there may be some peptides in this water that would function at very low concentrations to bring about changes, positive changes in the human body. And we're looking to explain the method of action, the mechanism of action. This is important in science. Not that we really care. I mean, if you drink a bottle of water and you feel great, and it changes your life, I don't know, human beings always have to open the Pandora's box. We need to know how the thing works. So we're going to figure that out. And we'll publish. Our goal is to have a publication sometime in summer of 2010. Now I have to caution you. There are things we believe, and then there are things we know. We know we're going to have a publication. It'll be written in the summer of 2010, but we have to struggle with the reviewers back and forth. So don't get nervous if it doesn't publish before the fall. It's coming. That's our first paper. Then we're going to move into a clinical study with people, and we'll do it with enough people that it'll be statistically valid. And we're going to try and publish by late in 2010 on the clinical study. Again, we're doing discovery work here. We've got a great product on the market. Testimonials and stories are huge. We need to give you the real stuff. Okay? So you're going to have to hang tight with us and keep the faith so that we have time to do this the right way. We're not going to throw this together. We're not going to blow smoke at you or the public. We're going to build something that's real that you can take to the market and be proud of it every day.
Eso!
This is work. We want this to be the real deal. Using target test. Science! Finally, we want you to know Future Pharmaceuticals, my company, and I'm saying this as general manager, is committed to helping Evolv grow into a formidable, sustainable entity.
Este va a ser el Apple de la industria del ciclo acá.
As I said earlier, we don't do research with just anyone. We don't have time. We're working on our own products. We're working on creating our own legend in our own time. But we have a reputation also to uphold. We only work on projects that have the highest prognosis of success. We were a hard sell. We believe that Evolv has real scientific merit. And we intend to do everything possible to prove it. Every day of our lives, people tell us, you can't change the world. You can't change the world. And my proposition to you today is that together, maybe we can. Future Pharmaceuticals is committed. We are with you.